Attraction is not a choice. It's not something she analyzes. It's something that hijacks her nervous system and claims her attention before her logic even wakes up. And the difference between the man she forgets and the one who lives in her fantasies isn't status, isn't looks. It's the words he uses, the way they slide past her ears, wrap around her thoughts, and play on repeat inside her. Most men hand out compliments like spare change. You're beautiful, nice eyes. Sweet? Maybe. But forgettable, replaceable, disposable. But the man who speaks in codes that bypass her defenses, the one who knows which words slice through the noise and tattoo themselves beneath her skin, that man becomes unforgettable. So in this ritual, you're going to receive 3 psychological trigger phrases, compliments so rare, so precisely calibrated, that once they touch her, she'll never feel clean again. Every point is extremely important to understand, especially the last one. Let's begin. Number 1, I don't need you, but I want you. These words are not a compliment. They are a mirror, one that reverses the current of power. Most men confuse obsession with devotion. They flood her with attention. They orbit her like a sun. They perform like clowns hoping to be picked. But what they don't understand is that the moment you need her, you lose her. Neediness is a scent, and to the feminine mind, it smells like rotting strength. The second she senses that your worth depends on her affection, she pulls away, not out of cruelty, but because something inside her no longer feels safe. Now enter this phrase, I don't need you, but I want you, said with composure, with weight, with calm power. And suddenly, everything shifts. Now she's not the prize. Now she's chosen by the man who could walk away, but doesn't. You've invoked the law of scarcity. What is rare becomes revered. What is uncertain becomes addictive. You become the unknown, the flame she wants to hold, but can't quite capture. And that tension, that uncertainty, is where obsession begins. This phrase is not arrogance, it's sovereignty. It tells her, I'm already whole. I am not missing pieces. You're not completing me. You're joining me. There is no pleading, no proving. There is only presence, and presence is power. Deliver it when she leans in, emotionally, physically, energetically. Let your eyes hold hers for a beat longer than expected. Let your voice lower, slow, and say it like you're stating a fact she already knows. I don't need you, but I want you. Then stop. Let the silence do the rest, because in that space, her mind will run wild. And when her mind runs wild, her heart follows. Number 2, I bet most guys don't make you feel like this. This phrase is not a compliment. It's not a question. It's a virus of thought. Invisible, silent, and impossible to ignore. You don't say it to impress her. You say it to infect her. Because once it lands, it begins to multiply. Her conscious mind might laugh it off, but her body has already started scanning. Wait, do I feel different around him? Why does this moment feel heavier, slower, deeper? And the more she tries to answer, the deeper she falls into the suggestion you just planted. This is the power of psychological contrast. Her brain instantly runs a silent comparison loop. Old texts, old dates, old words from men who tried to win her. But your words don't feel like theirs, because you didn't tell her what she is. You made her question what she feels. And self-discovered emotion is 10 times more addictive than anything said out loud. That's what this phrase does. It bends the frame. It pulls her into a loop of personal investigation. And once she's analyzing you, she's no longer judging you. She's trying to understand why you're different. And the moment she feels the difference, you're no longer a man, you're an experience. But here's the hidden blade. This phrase only works when the energy already shifted. The vibe is soft. The eye contact lingers. The tension is hanging in the space between words. Then you drop it. I bet most guys don't make you feel like this. You let it hang. No follow-up, no smirk, just that line, and the stillness after. She'll smile. She might look away. She might call you arrogant. Let her. Because her mind is already chewing on the echo. And when she's alone, when her guard is down, that phrase will return. And the memory of the moment will feel 10 times stronger because she wasn't complimented. She was reprogrammed. Compliment number 3. I know your trouble, but I like it. There's a fine line between attraction and obsession. And this phrase, it doesn't just flirt with that line. It drags her across it with a smile. Most men try to be safe, predictable, polished. They nod, they compliment, they try to be the good guy, and yet they're forgotten the moment the door closes. Why? Because women aren't wired to remember what's expected. They're wired to feel something they can't explain and keep replaying it in their mind. This phrase is that replay. I know your trouble, but I like it. It's more than just a line, it's a mirror, one that reflects the side of her most men pretend not to see. The side that's bold, unruly, playful, unpredictable, dangerous. And you don't flinch, you lean in. When you say this phrase, you're piercing through her polished image. You're telling her, I see the part of you no one else can handle, and I want more. That alone is powerful. But what makes this line psychologically explosive is what it triggers. It taps into ego, curiosity, and a primal psychological phenomenon called reactance theory. The moment you suggest she's wild, untamed, or unpredictable, her subconscious flares up. Now she has to prove herself to you. She wants to know, why does he see me that way? What makes him think he can handle me? Am I really that kind of woman? And while she's caught in that internal loop, you've already taken control of the frame. Most men beg for her approval, but with this phrase, you reverse the chase. Now she's seeking yours. You're not afraid of her wild side. You invite it. You're not trying to fix her or tame her. You're the one man who can play inside the storm and keep your footing. That's the kind of man she dreams about, but rarely finds. How to deliver it for maximum psychological impact. Wait until the energy is charged. Laughter, teasing, that rising spark. Lock eyes with her. Not aggressive, but deep, almost amused. Smile slightly, like you know a secret about her she hasn't told anyone. Then say it. Slowly, smoothly, like it's a quiet confession, not a line. I know your trouble. Pause. Let her heartbeat spike. Let her wonder what you'll say next. But I like it. Then let the silence do the heavy lifting. Because in that moment, she won't be thinking. She'll be feeling. What happens next is predictable, but powerful. She'll laugh. She might playfully push you. She'll try to act unbothered. But internally, she's burning with questions. She wants to understand what you see, why you're so calm, why this moment feels dangerous and safe at the same time. You've cracked open the identity she keeps guarded, and instead of rejecting it, you celebrated it. That's what makes this phrase unforgettable. You didn't compliment her looks. You didn't flatter her personality. You acknowledged the part of her that's rarely spoken to and made it feel seen. When to use it. When she teases you, tests you, or challenges you. When the conversation turns playful and flirtation is in the air. When she gives you that sideways glance, the one that says, "Are you sure you can handle me?" That's the moment. Drop the phrase, let it land, and watch how she leans in, mentally and physically. Because now, you're not just another guy trying to win her over. You're the one man who already has something she wants back, control, inside her chaos. You've just been given the forbidden keys, not to her heart, but to her nervous system. These weren't compliments, they were commands, suggestions wrapped in silk, rituals disguised as words. Now, you'll notice something strange. Even after this ends, she stays in your mind. The moments replay, the tone lingers, the phrases echo, louder in silence than they did in sound. Why? Because you've crossed a line most men never even see. You didn't chase her approval, you reprogrammed her experience. But this is only the beginning. There are deeper codes, darker patterns, underground rituals most men will never touch. You've entered a realm where logic dissolves and power begins. Subscribe to the Stoic Architect. Return, rewatch, rewire. Because once you've seen the truth, you can't unsee it. Once you've felt this power, you can't go back. And what comes next will change everything.